Herbert West is the Victor Frankenstein of the 80s. Bride of Re-Animator. First it was Bride of Frankenstein, now it is Bride of Re-Animator. What is next? Bride of Chucky? Yes. Welcome to day 8 of my Scare Show 3, titled Halloween Hellhole. Let us begin. The plot. Herbert West and Daniel Kane are back at it. They are constantly bringing the dead back to life, but now they have a main objective, with Meg's heart and a bunch of body parts. The two scientists intend to make a living female that was never born from a mother's womb, but by the dosage of the reagent. However, as long as Dr. Hill's severed head is around, shit will get stirred up. This was made by fans of horror for fans of horror. I mean, it does have its negatives, but it's still an excellent sequel to the superb original. One thing I somewhat disliked was the body snatching aspect. In the first movie, yeah, they were snatching bodies, but they were always very cautious about it. And this one, either it's from them having experience in the art, or it would be quicker for them to have access, no questions asked. But I guess having them work near a mortuary really does help, because convenience. The dialogue is almost as funny as the first, but I do feel that some scenes fell flat. The quotable lines definitely make up for this, though. There is my creation. West, you have something on your oh, there you go. The movie does run a bit slow at times. It is a little over 10 minutes longer than the first, so there's always that extra padding to make its flow better, if not a bit slower. Jeffrey Combs' performance as Dr. West is so iconic. Bruce Abbott as Daniel Kane is very likable, much like he was in the first. Fabiana Udinayo, I think that's how you say her name, played the beautiful Francesca. And if I were to pick between who could scream louder, Barbara Crampton or F you, it'd probably be Fabiana Udinayo, but Crampton's scream is still classic. David Gale as Dr. Hill is even more batshit insane in this movie than he was in the first. Literally, they attach bat wings to the sides of his head. The gore, instead of Stuart Gordon returning to direct, we got Brian Yunta to direct. And he's always had a thing for bigger effects, and with a bigger budget, he was able to have said effects happen. This is way gorier than the first, and the effects are immensely impressive. There is no shying away from anything. Everything is in view of the camera. I don't want to spoil anything, though. The creations Dr. West makes, however, are fiendish, if not a little clever. The musical score, it is the same as the first movie, maybe a bit different, but it still fits perfectly. Bride of Re-Animator was voted Best Horror Movie of 1989, and yeah, I can see why. Everything is done with the passion. It is a labor of dedicated love. The effects, acting, characters, dialogue, and cinematography in this movie are all impressive. That is the word I'd describe this movie as. Impressive. Overall, I give Bride of Re-Animator a 4.5 out of 5. Now, the DVD I own looks like shit. Yeah. Luckily, I was able to purchase the Arrow limited edition of this film for around $25. It's perfect. The transfer is night and day. The features are a blast to watch, and the comic book that is a prequel to the first movie, from what I've read, is a welcome bonus. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.